Gonna keep my
You better not.
head held high.
You better not. On my mama, you better not.
There's always gonna be another
You better not do it.
mountain. I'm always wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle.
This be men's biggest problem with y'all. Why in God's name does the husband have to accept whatever rolls out of bed every day? But the ex-husband gets to look on social media and look at this. You kidding me? For the record, I am available for promo and booking. But that's not what we're talking about right now. You kidding me? No wonder y'all be getting the divorce. This literally 100% shows your ass is the problem. If you don't deserve me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best.
What are you picking?
I'm picking the money. Fuck love.
Hold up. Wait, you said money, right? I just wanted you to know, like, I really do this for real, so you missed out. Just so y'all know I ain't bull.
Oh shit.
This is someone doing this last 2 weeks. What that say? What that say?
Hey.
What that say? What that say? What that say? What that say? Don't play with me. Say Rich.
I don't think these modern women really understand the level of peace that a man receives when he stops messing with modern women, when he stops entertaining modern women. No longer is it, and we can even separate the dates, right? Oh, I got to take you to this expensive restaurant. We can separate that. We can just talk about how you keep up mess every day for no reason. You're always getting into something that you have no business being in, talking about you're doing it for the plot, and I've got to listen to the nonsense when I could be thinking about making money, doing a hobby, enjoying a hobby, picking up another one. Which one do you think is more appealing?
What is your motive? If your child is mean, you don't feed him?
Of course, I do.
Oh. Doesn't God make the rain shine upon the just and the unjust?
Yeah.
Why should you withhold your wifely duty from your husband because he's mean? No, you can't have dinner because you're mean. No, I'm not gonna iron the clothes because you're mean. No, I'm not gonna give you anything to eat because you're mean. Those are not the things you withhold when he's mean.
That is true.
Because then he's gonna say, well, if you're not gonna serve my dinner, I won't bring home the money.
Which sometimes, well.
There you go. There it goes. And then so if you're gonna be mean like that, I'll go find some other woman. And then you brought it upon yourself.
Women always want you when you don't want them.
Why women only want men who do not want them?
Because you just don't care. You don't want her no more. You're not trying.
These are men who are demonstrating internal strength, internal courage. And because of that, these women not only gain respect for these men, but they also become attracted to them.
When a woman plays some foolishness with you, cut you off, move on. And trust me, she will text you.
The scary reality is the less you do, the more successful you'll be with women, especially hot women.
They can't help themselves to just go after a guy who just don't want them anymore. They can't help it.
Women just don't have any respect for guys who supplicate to her, guys who fall under her beautiful woman spell. Women have no respect for these guys.
When you remove your attention, remove your time, remove your energy, now she want to be with you.
They want you when you don't.
And you got to understand, man, with the way that you out here talking, with the way that you out here acting, with the way that you out here thinking that you're just gonna talk crazy to a man, treat a man like he's dirt, a man is not going to pursue that. There's no reason for him to. There's no reason for him to get up out of bed every morning, having a great day, might have had a great night with his friends, just to come up to you. You got an attitude, and the only way that attitude is going to leave is if you have more cowbell.
You are navigating which way you're supposed to be going, and she is one of the people in the boat Which person is she? Is she rowing with you? Is she sitting there, or is she drilling holes in the back of the boat? Because those are the 3 different kind of people that are in the boat. You want the woman who is rowing along with you, rowing aggressively and vigorously to help you meet your mission. People who are drilling holes in the boat, obviously you get rid of these people. You toss them overboard. They don't have any kind of place in your life because they're working against you. People who are just sitting there, just sitting in the boat, they're not rowing, but they're not drilling holes. I would argue you throw those people overboard too, because they're not rowing the boat. They're just dead weight sitting there. They don't have a place for you, but those are the toughest people. Those are the toughest people in your relationship, because it's like they're not rowing, so they're not really the best, but they're not drilling holes. So I don't really want to throw them overboard, but I don't really know what to do. You just throw them overboard. That you don't need those kinds of people in your life. Neutral people, you don't even have time for, and neutral women, you don't have time for. You only need women who are rowing the boat and helping you accomplish your mission.
This is just a PSA that I could never be married to a man that sleeps in.
Why? Would it be such a bad thing if a gentleman actually got some rest?
I could never be married to a man that sleeps in, and sleeps in longer than I do, and neither should you.
I always find these sorts of videos rather enlightening, because it tells you a lot about the type of person that would say that, because they apparently don't see their partner as a person that deserves to take time for themselves, because instead of sleeping in, as was in the descriptor of that video, they should be up building a shed at 7 a.m. But let me remind a lot of you that agree with this lady's statement, that if a man said this, that would be a whole different story, wouldn't it? It wouldn't go over so well. Because if a guy said that a woman should not be sleeping in, that she should be up cleaning the house, making breakfast, or any other number of various tasks, they would be going after him in droves. But as long as a woman says it about a man, well, that's okay. And some even consider it to be funny.
And what you're seeing from a lot of these men, the men that women are calling or hoping to be chivalrous, the very men that they're saying, oh, he's not chivalrous, he's not a good man, he's not a gentleman, you don't know what you're talking about, quite frankly. A lot of brothers still know how to, be thoughtful, plan, and do all of these other things. It's just, first of all, you're disrespectful. Second of all, you're not really putting out anything that would make that man want to really get to know you. There ain't nothing to get to know. You're acting like a loser.
Wow. And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes. I may or may not have shed a tear yesterday, okay? This lady put something into perspective for me, and I learned so much about women, and women, there's something you can learn about men. She talks about both parties. I don't know where this lady has been hiding this entire time. I've watched 30 of her videos. Listen to this.
We interrupt them to get the feeling of connection back. Hi, honey. Text. We call. We open the home office door. Hi, honey. Hi. If they even lift their head. And then we went to get connection, and our attempt to connect was rejected. And now I'm even less safe than I was before. He's mad at me? No, he's mean. Is he mad? He's mean, or is he mad at me? Or why didn't he look up? Was it because of what I said to him this morning? And we spin out. We spin out trying to figure out the why. But we don't come up with accurate answers, because we answer our why questions with why a woman would have done that.
Wow. And that's where the drama, all the unnecessary drama comes in.
Yes.
Because we think they're reacting the way we would have, or that bad best friend that hurt us, or whatever, that woman that, whatever. And it's not even just the male.
Why don't women inherently go with the guy that's best for them?
To keep it very simple, historically, we have been programmed to conform to being a victim. Women, we like to be the one that got done wrong. This is why we struggle with accountability. Most women chase bad boys because being with a bad boy allows you to end up being a victim at some point or another.
Why do they want to be victims?
It is programmed in us that poor me is some type of flex as a woman and as a mother, where the majority of the women right off bat I knew I was going to be a single mother. I knew. And being a single mother, being a woman poor woman left with children to raise on her own. That is something that they get to flex off of. They believe it is a flex. That's why when I say it produces the worst product, the comeback is, well, he did it to me. The bad boys will allow, you're able to say, girl, I was fucking with Tyrone, he in the streets. Yeah, he took me out. It was exciting. There's the excitement side, but then there's always, if this doesn't work out with Tyrone, I have a story where Tyrone was the one that did me wrong.
And, you know, modern women, a lot of them thrive on what's out there. I'm doing it for the plot. What's next? But, you know, unless there's a little bit more uncertainty, especially in dating, men don't really thrive off of that same thing. And so, you know, when you run into the same thing over and over again and it gets expensive, then for a lot of men, that curiosity stops. I'm not really curious anymore about it because I already know what's going to happen. I already know what's going to happen. So I'm not really curious anymore. I'm more so tired. I'm more so frustrated. I'm more so upset. I'm no longer excited at the potential to meet somebody because for, you know, going out with these modern women, it ends poorly. So I'm at that point in time, a lot of men just check out. They just go their separate ways. I'm just going to keep on doing my thing. Don't worry about me.
Now wait just one damn minute. This puts a new meaning to stepping out on faith. She must have swept her floor with them feet. Oh, and we ain't overlooked two, not one, but two ankle monitors. Hello, ma'am, hello, are you there? She must be on house arrest for cleaning while barefoot. I bet y'all won't tag a dude that will still hit it. I bet you won't, please don't. Please! Okay, maybe just one. I bet this chick is allergic to soap. She would go into anaphylactic shock if she touched bleach. Bish feet look like air filters. There's at least 14 types of dirt in them toes. Sand, clay, red dirt, black dirt, gravel. She got a whole Home Depot in her living room. Yes, someone will still hit it though.
That's the artist that should perform in my movie. Listen, June 27th, Saturday, I'm looking for the hottest artist, the hottest unsigned artist to perform in my new movie, Back to the Apartments. That's right. You get to come perform for free, just bring 3 people. Comment the word perform if you want to come audition. The hottest artist is performing in the film. The hottest artist is performing in the movie. And the rest of them, the rest of the hot ones are going to be on the soundtrack. This is a chance for your music to be heard by millions. And it's free to perform. Just comment perform right now. If you know what artist I got to hit, comment their name right now. Because it's going to fill up. Saturday at Traditions Global Cuisine, the old Escobar South. I'm going to see y'all.
To the apartments, I gotta send you back to the apartment. I gotta send you back to the apartment.
So this is why your relationship is failing. It's because you don't understand the difference between the two. Ego. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Accountability. I'm sorry that I made this decision and it caused you to feel this way. It won't happen again. Ego. Here we go again. Nothing's ever good enough for you, is it? Accountability. I'm noticing that this isn't the first time you've brought this up. I'm sorry that you've had to. Tell me how I can improve so that we can break this cycle. Ego. Well, that's just how I am. I can't help that that's just how I am. Accountability. I understand that we're different in some ways, and some of the things that I do, some of the decisions that I make are upsetting to you. How can I consider your feelings better? What about the things that I do upsets you the most? And how can I change accordingly? Ego. You're always attacking me. Accountability. Thank you for correcting me. Now I know what to work on. It's that simple. It's really that simple. This is why so many relationships are failing. I said what I said. I said what I said. Have a blessed day.
And modern women, they get wrapped up in this fantasy where they want men to continue to beg and plead and, like they say, carry out a boombox or something like that in a window at 12 o'clock at night. I guess it would be midnight. So, and wake up the whole neighborhood with a boombox. So I really love you, playing slow jams and, you know, baby, baby, stay with me, and all those other love songs that, you know, one guy had like a TikTok or something like that to where he was essentially saying, he was kind of, you know, poking fun at some of these R&B songs where women say, oh man, where are the men who yearn? And the songs they were talking about, men yearning in, the men had cheated. I did you wrong. I cheated on. And the women love that. Men are just saying, no, that's not me, man. That's not me. I don't do that type of stuff. I don't get involved in that type of stuff. Number one. Number two, it ain't no reason for me to continue to try to prove myself and try to, every single time, it's always me having to say sorry. It's always me having to apologize because I'm always the one doing wrong. You never take any accountability, man.
I don't want a man who's only going to judge me based on my size. You just called him short. We don't want a woman that's only going to base us based off our height. The same way he doesn't qualify for you. With your figure, a lot of guys you won't qualify for. Give me a second. That's okay.
Do you want a hug? Okay, you guys are all just like really misogynistic.
How do you define misogyny? I'm just asking how you define misogyny.
Can I go?
The most attractive men you would ever see, I would turn them down immediately over like some like mid white boy.
So you've just made a categorization. So you said there's beautiful men and there's mid men. Why are you able to make an objective determination about someone's physical appearance, but you can't do that to yourself?
I will always consider myself a 10. I do what I want with the way I look.
But how can, if it's...
Bro, you can knock down these specifics. You want me to say I'm like a 9? I don't care what you say. I really don't care what you think about how I look.
That's fine.
Are you alright? Well, it's kind of like stressful. You're putting me on a podcast to debate how I look, and I've already said...
As a man should never put a woman first. And the reason why I say that is because when a man doesn't put himself first, he doesn't become the best version of himself. It is impossible for a man to put a woman first and be the greatest version of himself. A man has to be selfish. And the one thing about masculine energy love giving. So as I build myself up, it trickles down from me onto the next person after me, which is my woman. Women benefit when a man is selfish, meaning he's about his business. He has to. He's gonna miss time. He's gonna miss events with the children, but he has to build. In order for that man to love and appreciate himself, he has to be building himself. When a man isn't building, he's destroying himself. Every man that's not building is always destroying himself. What do you mean by that? Multiple women. What do you mean by that? Multiple baby mothers. What do you mean by that? Oh, smoking weed and doing drugs. We can continue this go. Every man that's not building himself up is destroying themselves. And they're doing everything that's distracting them from becoming the best version of themselves. I listen to a lot of men and I say, brother, it's not the world. It's the fact that you didn't understand that you are the king in your mind and you need to build that king that's in your mind. You need to bring him out. Otherwise, you're never going to be happy. And you're going to choose peasants and you're going to complain about the women that you see. In reality, the higher you go up in life, the better the women you see. And they smell better too.
And you know, y'all keep on thinking because a man is opted out of dating and just stopped dating, that the man is bitter, that the man just hates women, when it's really just a cost-benefit analysis. That's it. Am I getting what I put out? And if I have to look at myself and say, I need to do better, well, maybe I don't need to be dating at that point in time. So that's one way. But if I look at myself and I'm saying, okay, I've got a couple of places that I can improve, right? But, you know, I'm kind of still looking. But when I look out there and I see maybe 2 or 3 things that I have to take care of versus you thinking that you're better than me and you saying, well, you got 10 things to take care of and I have none. I have none to take care of. A man is going to look at that and be like, delusional. So she says, I have tons of things to take care of, but she has none. I'm self-aware. I know there's probably a handful of things that I could do better, but she's saying she ain't got nothing to improve on. She's not even standing there thinking about what she can improve on. It's time for me to go sit down somewhere.
As a man begins to improve his life, he necessarily begins to make good use of his solitude. He uses this time for deep focus and personal development. Undistracted, he can build his business and take care of his body and invest in his own well-being. This isn't simply about becoming materially successful, though obviously that doesn't hurt. There are still plenty of men who dive into work the way low-value men dive into women, that is, as escapes from themselves. But the more a man begins to value his own presence, the more he enjoys his own company, the more valuable his solitude becomes. And this raises the bar with respect to the women he invites into his life. In short, spending time with them has to be better than spending time with himself, because he knows what he can accomplish when left to his own devices. This process generally follows a fairly predictable progression. As a man first comes to tolerate his own company, as he cleans up his critical inner voice and destructive tendencies, so that there is little negative about his experience of self, he naturally begins to eschew disrespect and game playing and flakiness and drama. This, and only this, is what truly gatekeeps, is what keeps low-value women out of a man's life. It's not therapy, per se. It's not appropriate boundaries, which, like New Year's resolutions, work until they don't. It's a preference for his own uncomplicated company that effortlessly keeps certain women out of his ambit. It is the quality of his relationship with himself that largely determines the quality of the women with whom he relates.
Women are evil monsters, okay? We will literally determine if something is creepy or romantic based on how you look. If you're hot, it's romantic. If you're chopped, it's creepy.
Girl went to order pizza. She said chivalry is, and as you can see, it's a whole bunch of men occupying the seats. But the comment section did not disappoint. Only when it's convenient for you, right? But equality is alive. Chivalry ain't dead. I'll get up for my mom, sister, and girlfriend would for those women, not a stranger. The bear didn't bring you a chair. Period, kings. You're a strong, independent woman. You'll figure it out. Excuse me, would you like to... I have a boyfriend.
You know, a lot of these modern women don't really understand that it seems like in the dating market, or, you know, the way it's going, because you're asking, where are the good men at? How come I can't find a good man? Well, it seems like for a lot of these good men, they're stable. They're the stable men. These men are involved in their community, but you want excitement. You want somebody that is going to shock your system. You want somebody that's going to make you feel alive and send you to the moon for a night. Problem is, with that good man, he's going to take you to the moon. It might take a little bit longer to get there. You might not go straight up and come back down. See, what y'all like to do is get on these rides. Hey, make it quick for me. All the way up, all the way down. All the way up, all the way down. And y'all keep on chasing that high. Oh, God, this is too fast. Modern women are modern day drug dealers. Drug dealers of dating. Well, you know, you have a lot of drug dealers who have talked about, man, I'm getting that fast money. Trying to work a stable job, but, you know, it's just not, the money ain't fast enough. Back out there and they start selling it again. Modern women are that same way. Oh, I can't do nothing but a good man, a stable man. I gotta go out there and get that fast attention. I gotta go out there and get that fast validation. I need somebody to give me right now. Chad and Tyrone give you exactly what you're looking for, but then you still sitting by yourself at Thanksgiving and Christmas. So what did you really gain?
If you paying somebody to change my tire as a man because you can't, I'm looking at you crazy. You know how many don't know how to change a tire? Do you know how many don't know how to use a screwdriver? I'd rather go get a task rabbit to do it because you can't. And that bothers me. Be a man.
But hold on. Hold on.
No, I don't like.
Avoid women like this at all costs.
I've never had a car before. So if you with me, I'm calling AAA. I'm just saying that right now.
But do you know how to do it?
No, I've never had a car. Where am I learning how to change tires?
Your father should have taught you.
I've never been around my father like that.
And you see how the problems is just compounded?
How is that my fault?
You see how where is your I know how to do laundry. I've learned how to do laundry since I was a child. You know why? Because my mama taught me. I know how to clean because my mama taught me. I know how to cook because my mother and my grandmother and my aunts, they taught me how to cook, and other female friends.
She talking about her mama taught her how to do laundry. Her mama taught her how to cook. Apparently her mama didn't teach her how to talk to a man. Apparently her mama didn't teach her how to shut the up.
These are all things that I know how to do. Because as a woman, in certain men's head, these are things that you should know how to do. So in my head, a man should know how to fix a cabinet. A man should know how to change a tire. A man should know how to do and put things up and put them down in my house. And if you don't know how to do it, I'm questioning who raised you.
Why does a man have to know how to do everything that you would consider manly? You don't know how to do everything that's considered womanly. As long as the man you choose know how to get done, that's all that matters. He ain't got to know how to do everything as long as he know how to get things done. He ain't got to know how to change a tire if he know how to pay for a tire, if he know how to reach out to a service that can get the tire taken care of. I swear women like this lack emotional regulation. They are emotionally immature. Now, obviously, the more things that a man has knowledge on, the more things that he can do. But a woman should not look at a man as less than just because he chooses to let his money take care of the situation. If you got a woman like that in your life right now, get her up out of there.
I try to stay away from helping women in this regard because women don't like constructive criticism from a man. But I was having this conversation with my wife the other day, and I figured I'd tell you, and so I hope it lands. But I played sports my whole life professionally at the highest level. And so one thing I learned as an athlete playing sports is, and all athletes could tell you this, if the coach is coaching you hard, if the coach is being tough on you, that coach cares. That coach is invested in you as a player. That coach wants to see you win. That coach is invested in your well-being. If that's happening, you're in a good spot as a player. Now, all athletes could tell you that if a coach is not saying anything to you, if that coach is not even criticizing you, that coach does not care about you, gives two shits about you. And so you apply this concept to relationships. If you're in a relationship with a man and you care about that relationship and you want to see that relationship become successful, if that man is criticizing you constructively, if he's giving you feedback, if he's making you aware of your blind spots, if he's saying, hey, watch out for this, watch out for that, don't do that, I think this works for you, that's a good thing. That person is not trying to control you. That person cares about you. That person is invested in your well-being. That person is invested in your personal development. Don't trip. Now, if you have a man sitting by you and he sees you and he's not saying anything to you and he's not trying to criticize you, he's not interested in helping you get better, he's not saying anything to you, you may feel comfortable, but you should be worried because that person don't care. That person does not care about you. He's not invested in you. And that person is checked out, so it's only a matter of time. Now, I'm only here to help. I'm telling you this because a lot of you guys think that when a man is giving you constructive criticism, that person's trying to control you, or that person doesn't know what he's talking about. But I'm telling you, if a man is giving you constructive criticism, and I'm talking about a man that you like and that you're in a relationship with, that's a good thing. Don't trip. All right, you should trip when he's not saying anything to you. Do what you want with the information.
And I think we have to look at how draining dating has become. We have to look at, the reason, or another reason that men are checking out of dating is because, dating has started to feel, for a lot of men, it's a little bit more, a lot more draining. You're not really hopeful like you used to be. It's more draining than it is exciting. You have, can't believe I'm gonna say this. You don't really have anything to look forward to, right? Man, I'm so excited to take this lady out. It's going to be a great time. Even if it ends up being bad, there's still excitement in there because it's like, man, I got out and I'm out here just moving and grooving. It's not really like that for a lot of men. And so that's another reason that they kind of check out.